Hello everyone, my name is Engineer Deire Yusuf Umar, and you will recall last time I spoke on remote jobs as the panacea to the unemployment to mostly our youths, especially in Africa. And I actually promised that I will give example of some of the remote jobs that are legitimate, which I have actually experimented on. So today I'm going to introduce us or share my experience on working on uTest. uTest is the one we are going to be considering. Actually, uTest is a platform where digital devices are tested remotely, and in few cases, there are jobs that are done on site. So the platform is accessible via utest.com, and usually new softwares, apps, e-commerce websites, smart systems in vehicles, wearables, on smart television are tested for their reliability before they are released to the society. Or maybe they are tested for some upgrade purposes or for maintenance. So I think the big companies or even startups used to give these contracts to you test to get testers for them. Sometimes they may require tests from various locations in the world or some targeted locations, maybe to solve problems relating to malfunctioning at those locations or on certain hardware, software, and so on. Maybe they got reports from users, some customers complaining about some malfunctioning, and they would like to fix the problem or the bugs. It could even be the need for huge data to train some machine learning models. For example, some of the tests used to request that tester snap certain kind of photos and submit as many as possible. I've come across such uh, job openings on uTest. So my mind goes straight to maybe somebody is developing a system that operates based on machine learning, and it needs a lot of these pictures. For example, maybe you were asked to send pictures of certain pets, let's say dogs, different pictures, as many as possible, or of human being, maybe let's say some youth or some young people of the age 7 to 10, maybe as many as possible that you can provide. So let me share the experience from the project I was involved. The project requires testers to pick slots, and each slot involves the installation of some mobile apps and conducting tests on the payment system on that mobile app. The payment basically is maybe for purchasing on an e-commerce app, or maybe subscribing for some premium features in some apps and so on. The app could comprise of Google Play payment system and other developer-defined payment systems, maybe by the use of Mastercard, Union Pay, and several other online payment systems. The tester is to make payments where developer-defined payment is possible. Also, during the test, it was required of testers to take screenshots of important stages and also do a full screen recording from the beginning when launching the app to the end, so that you can actually record the flow. The screenshots are to be sequentially arranged and saved as PDF and JPG formats. The screenshots, the video, and the payment receipt, that is where payment is made, are all put together into a folder and uploaded to a drive link provided. Also, the tester is expected to fill some forms after completing successfully, uh, maybe the report form, and also where payment is made, the reimbursement form, so that refund can be made during the payout. After doing all this, the tester is now qualified to claim another slot and start. I mean, a tester can do as many as possible from the many apps that are presented. However, it's like a competition. As you are testing, other people are testing. So if you are fast and accurate, you can actually make so much money from just one project. So now let's look at how to get started. To get started, I mean, the first step begins with creating an account. You just go to uTest.com and you create your account. I cannot talk on everything concerning the account, but let me present some of the most sensitive and most important things. Under your contact info, from under the tester ID, you will come across where you have to put your location and your address. Please do that correctly, and also the postal code. Some of these things we take them for granted in Africa, but they are so important abroad. So check for the postal appropriate postal code. These days everything is online. You can get the right postal code for your address. Don't go and be putting 234 as some people are using for postal code. And also, you are expected to fill in your social media handle links. Yeah, in my own case, I'm using the links for my Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. So all these are under the tester profile. So another thing that is very important is the devices. It is very important to know that the more digital devices you have, the more your chances for test invitations. So if you enroll for test jobs, it will be nice, especially if you are the type that love buying digital like smart devices. It will be nice to buy as many as possible. You can be checking them with uTest, some of the devices that are mentioned in uTest, and you make sure that you have them. Uh, any tests that come, for example, when you have smart TV, any tests that come that has to do with smart TV, you'll be invited. If you have a smart watch, you'll be invited. You have laptop, you'll be invited. You have mobile phone, you'll be invited. You have some smart system in your car, you will be invited, and so on. So you can even buy certain things purposely just because you are on test. You will enjoy it and make your money. You recover the money that you spent to buy it. So in the form, you are going to see uh, some categories under the devices. One of the categories is laptop and desktop. You are expected to specify the operating system version, the operating system language, and browsers. That is for the laptop and desktop category. Mobile phone and tablet, you are expected to specify handset manufacturer, the model, the operating system, the wireless carrier, and browsers. There are also other devices such as smart TV, smart Blu-ray players, set-top boxes and streaming devices, gaming consoles, wearables, smartwatches, smart home devices, cars, motorcycles, and so on. So also there is another section which is the payment testing. Yeah, if you want to be involved in payment testing, then you also have to provide things like mobile wallets, e-wallets, alternative wallets, passive testing. That is where you add your bank account and ATM card and so on. There is another section that is called subscriptions, where you are supposed to fill, or let me say select, because in most cases you will just select from a drop down menu. You're supposed to select under entertainment, loyalty programs, car sharing services, TV provider, internet service provider, energy provider. So if you're having many things, you have the potential to be invited for many projects, multiple projects. And then there's another one for your interest, where you are expected to select your hobby, fitness and sports, and other things. You can now see that the more gadgets you're having, the more opportunity you have on this platform. Where your device is not found from the drop down uh, menu, you can also click the contact support to get maybe your payment method, your device type, and the rest added if it is possible. However, there are drop-down menus where you select the models. So if your brand and model are not there, you may not fill in devices in the category. The basic ones are mobile phone, tablets, and laptop and desktops. You must update your devices and tools from time to time to stand more chances of being invited for projects. For example, whenever you buy a new smart gadget, try and check if it is on the platform and do an update. Or when you create a new payment system, also check under payment testing to validate it. In fact, I think if you are on uTest, you can even check uTest before buying certain things. You verify that it is actually on uTest, then you go and get that very particular model or that very particular product, so that you are not just using it to catch fun or to entertain yourself or whatsoever usage, but you are also going to earn from it. So under payment, you are expected to set your payout method, and there are two options, either PayPal or PayOwner. I am using PayPal, and select the currency you want to be paid with. I think US dollars is better. And if you have a domiciliary account to move it into after it's paid to either your PayPal wallet or PayOwner, it will be nice. I recommend you take time to go through the academy, at least to some extent. It guides you on how the tests are conducted, various rules by uTest, and so on. The course modules are so much, they are up to 29. I did only 16, but I discovered that even while you are yet to complete the academy, you can start receiving test invitations from uTest. However, you might struggle to do them because of insufficient knowledge. So, I advise you to complete the academy modules or cover to reliable extent, and then plan to return to appropriate modules whenever a project involves the knowledge in those modules that maybe you couldn't cover or have forgotten some concepts in them. I mean, you can always revisit the modules in the academy. And you should also note that completing the academy can help you attract more invitation as your rating increases, despite the fact that you are a novice. Your invitations usually come via email. You are invited based on one or more of your devices, payment, testing facilities, subscriptions, and interest as configured on your profile. You can also visit the project menu from time to time to view other projects and select the ones you feel you can partake in. Maybe those ones that are not sent to you via email. And every project comes with instructions and conditions. Carefully read and either accept or reject the invitation. Note: rejecting is also good and better than not responding at all, and it adds to your rating. Also, do not accept a project without partaking. It may reduce your rating. So try your best when you receive when you accept a project, try and partake in it. Although we don't know, anything can happen in this life to make you not to partake, but as much as possible, don't be careless. Also, once a project is published for testing, the testers are contacted to accept or are provided with Google Forms to fill. In some cases, the testers are required to refer some people. For example, if there is a test that many people are required from United States of America, and I mean, the uTest can also send to you in Nigeria, but your responsibility there is just to refer people that are living in the United States to use your referral link and join YouTube and partake in the test, and then you get paid for that. Usually, the starting date is specified, so you are going to be prepared according to the starting date. And then it is a competition, you should know. Your payout is proportional to the number of tests you are able to conduct before the end of the cycle. And then the test team lead, TTL, will be attached to all testers to engage everyone who is registered to partake until the end of the cycle. He or they will add you to a social media platform for interaction during the cycle. Usually, platforms like Slack or Skype are used. Even after joining, you must pick a slot and finish before you pick another one. The academy will teach you all this, and you can do as many slots as specified in the project, or whatsoever number you can do before the closing of the cycle. You can ask questions to the TTL where you need help. TTL also verifies any completed and submitted slot. If the TTL find any mistake, the responsible tester will be called upon on the social media platform to revisit the test and make corrections. Payment. As I know, there are two payout times per month. I am not so knowledgeable on this yet, but at the middle of the month, there is one around maybe 15th of the month, and then at the last day of the month, 30th, 31st or so, when you're crossing over to the next month, there will be second payout. That means your payout date depends on the date you completed your project, and most importantly, the day the cycle is fully locked. Note: cycle could be locked and reopened for further test or correction test, because apart from the TTL, the client verifies if they got what they needed. So about the payment, if the cycle is locked maybe before 15th, you are likely to be paid that time. If not, maybe from 16, 17 or above till the end of the month. Any as many work as you have done on the uTest, it will be till the second payout. Also, when the test is a payment test, carefully follow instructions so that you don't make payments in the wrong way. You need to make payment according to the instruction and fill out the reimbursement form. You will be refunded for sure. Some people avoid payment testing due to fear. There are several things on the platform, and as you continue with them, with uTest, you will keep learning. Similarly, I want to encourage you to try Appen. Is another one. It is just like uTest, majorly giving social media evaluation jobs. I have never done a job on it yet, but I have registered with them and they are sending me jobs already. I tried to do a particular job that involved Hausa language testing. However, the pre-qualification examination was too hard for me and I stopped. But it is legitimate. Imagine if you are very good in Hausa or good in Yoruba, good in Igbo, you will make a hell of money from this platform. I know people who work on Appen and they are doing well. You can learn about Appen. You can learn some tutorials on YouTube. Check out for some Appen YOLO tutorials. They recently sent me these jobs, so it means it is not only language translation jobs. So explore and do as much as you can and remove yourself from unemployment, poverty, and scams. I wish you all the best. Thank you.